Summerville High School Connections is integrating technology into curriculum as a means of providing academic equity for all students.
I use my iPad as a planner, so I record all my assignments in it. I also use it as a notebook. I take all my notes in it. I also read a lot of books with it and do a lot of research.
I use my iPad for writing down my schedule and taking notes in class. I mainly use my iPad to take notes in certain classes and to just check my grades daily.
Really helpful to be able to take it anywhere.
I managed to make nice videos and edit it to make cool commercials, or I learned how to code on it.
On a daily basis, I use my iPad to do homework assignments, read articles that teachers assign, and just take notes in every class.
Most of the time I use my iPad to do homework, and a lot of it is either journalism or English, and I just use Pages or Google Drive, which I didn't use before I had my iPad.
It's definitely improved my organizing skills.
It's helped me because it's been a really convenient device to have.
You can download applications, can help you set up certain schedules.
To just work on something and I don't have access to like a laptop or something like that.
This year my grades have dramatically improved because I'm able to do my homework wherever. I can turn it in from wherever I have access to the internet.
Have easy access to the internet in class.
It makes doing homework a lot easier. I can do it a lot faster.
Collaborating with people and creating really cool presentations together because we all have these devices and we can just collaborate all like online and stuff.
I made a video with it for one of my classes.
Something creative I've done with it is probably make a website.
As the parent or guardian of students attending Summerville High School, it is your responsibility to talk to your child about the values and standards that should be followed with the use of the internet and other technological devices. You should establish ground rules for iPad use outside of the school day and educational use. We will police the use of the device here at school. We need your help in doing so after school hours.
In order to achieve this, you are encouraged to monitor the iPad and periodically inspect the device. You are the only member within the family that is able to use the iPad other than the student it was issued to. Also, be aware that regardless of location, the iPad can be filtered through the school's management system, as well as having illegally possessed content restricted.
Summerville High School will, with reason, provide configuration settings that will not allow inappropriate content, music, or apps to be installed on the iPad. This does not, however, limit what can be downloaded to the student's individual iTunes account or other personal device.
Students may be selected to, at times, give their iPad to the administrator for random inspection.
The school recognizes that with the implementation of the iPad program, there is a need to protect the investment by both the district and the student and parent. Because of this, parents are strongly encouraged to purchase insurance coverage offered through Summerville High School. This insurance will cover accidental damage, fire or flood damage, including drops, cracked screens, and liquid spills, vandalism, liquid submersion, natural disasters, theft, and power surges due to lightning. Verification of insurance payment or decline of insurance coverage must be verified by the district bookkeeper prior to the iPad being issued. Students should see me, Cindy Jensen, in the library if they experience any issues with their iPad that would require an insurance claim to be filed.
In the event that the issued iPad needs to be repaired or is malfunctioning, it must be reported to the library staff immediately and given back to the librarian. An acceptable alternative or loaner may be given to the student.
A personal iTunes account will be necessary for each student, as the iTunes account will be the way through which the apps are downloaded to the iPad. Without the iTunes accounts, apps cannot be downloaded onto the device. If you do not have an iTunes account already set up, you can do so without a credit card, or simply get an iTunes card. The school will not issue out personal iTunes accounts to students.
Students are advised to regularly save all their work.
The students are responsible for keeping their iPad battery charged to full capacity for each school day.
iPad malfunctions are not an acceptable excuse for not submitting work.
To clean the screen of the iPads, use a soft, dry cloth or anti-static cloth, no cleansers of any type.
The apps and operating system originally installed by Summerville High School must remain intact on the device and in usable condition at all times. From time to time, the school will push out additional apps and OS upgrades.
If a person violates any of the user terms and conditions named in this policy, privileges may be terminated, access to technology resources on the school district may be denied, and appropriate disciplinary action can be applied. Violations may result in disciplinary action up to and including suspension and/or expulsion for students. When applicable, law enforcement agencies may be involved.
If technical difficulties occur, the iPad will be reset to factory settings, but data can be restored through the student's iCloud account. The school does not accept responsibility for the loss of any apps or documents that are deleted due to the necessity of a reformat or a read.
Unless specifically instructed not to do so by the teacher, the students should bring their iPad to all classes. Refusal to use iPad as part of the educational process is not an option. The student may customize the background screen on the iPad with the appropriate media, but screen lock passcodes are not to be used.
Your student will be responsible for using and treating the iPad in a responsible manner and to obey general school rules concerning behavior and communication that applies to iPad computer use. The use of the Summerville High School's technology resources are a privilege, not a right. This policy is provided to make all users aware of the responsibilities associated with efficient, ethical, and lawful use of technology resources.